realizing their vision and staying together.
The allegation of failure to carry some members in crucial decision making, it's ambiguous.
It's a fallout of the first one.
It's ambiguous to me.
Okay, so you are knocking that one out.
I'm not even taking that. Misappropriation, we keep saying it, it's a big problem in Nigeria, you know, and they can't pinpoint down to just one man. But sadly, everything rises and falls on leadership.
You know my worry, Austin. Just to buttress your point, if you have allegations of fraud against someone, what's the procedure? You write. Yeah. Allegations of fraud against you. You write to the Secretariat of the Nigerian Football Federation and say, Mr. President, these are the allegations against you. Defend yourself in 2 weeks, and then he files in his reply, and then they are able to meet on it, and then decide that indeed this man is guilty of misappropriation. I have a worry around allegations like this, because in 2010, Lulu, Amanze, Ogunjobi, they said they had houses in South Africa, houses in London, houses in the US, and that they were all involved in all manner of fraud.
We've forgotten about that.
Till now, the EFCC still cannot prove a case against these guys.
That's the problem.
So that's why I worry, and it's doing a lot of damage to our sports.
Yeah.
Because the corporate bodies, those who want to come and identify, will always run away when they hear fraud, misappropriation, misapplication, maladministration.
Maladministration,
wow,
say the line.
It's huge.
And another line, another word we're bringing into sports that we shouldn't allow is that silly word called cabal. We shouldn't let it come into our sports. It will destroy us. Let's talk about what Aminu Maigari has done well for our football. Nigerians, close and open your eyes. In 2012, we missed out of Gabon, Equatorial Guinea. Now check out the development from there.
The year after, we were champions of Africa. Encouragement to the home-based players, long camping of the teams, friendly games.
I look at him as a person and I see he's visionary. But then leadership also means being able to go back and carry people that are behind and say, let me follow you to where you think is the right place to go. So for Aminu Maigari, he couldn't have been able to do it alone, but he would have just looked back and see, we fell down. We got up again. How can we sustain this development? That's my worry with Nigerian football. Everybody was talking about what they discussed today. I asked them, what did you do or say to develop domestic football? Nobody's talking about that. That is the grassroots, that's the fundamentals of good football. We're talking about Belgium today. We're saying they are admirable. They went back to the basics. We're talking about Germany that they are world champions. They went back to the basics. If we keep fighting these issues and we're not doing anything to promote our football, next person will come, one term, send the person out, we'll stay where we are.
All right, let's look at some of the statutes of the Nigeria Football Federation to see if what they did today would not draw the eye of FIFA. Because before now, it's FIFA ban, FIFA ban, FIFA ban. Have we done enough? And will FIFA frown at what happened today in Abuja? Well, the statutes of the NFF tells me that the executive committee have some powers. Article 34 talks about the powers of the executive committee. And Article 34 M talks about the executive committee may dismiss a person or body or suspend a member of the NFF provisionally until the next General Assembly. And the next General Assembly, we're told, will be holding on the 31st of July. That's just a few days from now. It will be holding to ratify and to conform with this statute of the Nigerian Football Federation, Article 34 M. That's what you're seeing on your screen. And then the decision to suspend and, in fact, expel him from the executive committee. We need to state very clearly, Aminu Maigari was not just suspended, he was expelled from the executive committee. How did they come about it, and is it okay, according to the statutes of the NFF? Article 36, subsection 2, talks about the decision of the executive committee. They can make decisions by simple majority. And today, they had 13 members. The president cannot vote, so 12 of them, and it was 8 in support of Maigari being impeached and 4 against his impeachment. So simple majority, the members had their way. Members present, simple majority, your decisions will be carried through. In the event of a tie, the president may have a casting vote. There was no tie in the first place, so there was no need for a president to cast his vote. And then even if there was a tie, the president cannot cast his vote because it's an interested party. So this one clearly also satisfies the statutes of the Nigerian Football Federation. So I do not think that FIFA will have any grouse to grind or any axe to grind with Nigeria on the impeachment of Alhaji Aminu Maigari. Let's listen to Demola Olajire, the head of communicators in the Nigerian Football Federation. He also has shed more light on what happened in Abuja today. We'll listen to him, and then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
This has been done within the board, within the executive committee itself. The statutes say that if you're going to impeach the president or suspend any member or impeach any other persons within the executive committee, what is required is a simple majority. And there were 13 members. Actually, there are supposed to be 15 members, but you are very much aware that the barrister Olale Adepoju has been banned, and Chief Romsin Baribote, the former representative of the Nigerian Premier League, is also no longer on the board. So we had 13 members, and 8 of them signed the impeachment notice, and that is 8-5. It's definitely within the statutory provisions, and this definitely cannot in any way be termed government interference.
All right, so that's Demola Olajire, of course, explained to us all that happened around the impeachment of Alhaji Aminu Maigari as NFF president earlier today. Let's come to the other issues. Dumnodi was talking about the issues of the politics and the issues of the field. The issue of Keshi is another major one, because you talked about it. The Nations Cup is around the corner. Yeah. They have told the technical subcommittee 1 week, go and meet Keshi, tell him we want him to stay, and then come back to us. Well, Keshi has become a national project.
It's a national project. Between now and August, I think August 4th or 5th, when our first game against South Africa will kick off, we have to get a coach. A lot of countries whose coach have left, they got a new coach quickly. Algeria, quickly, all the way by this weekend, they will get their coach. So we don't have to waste any more time. We are the defending champion. We don't have to waste more time. We want to see what will happen on Saturday, because South Africa too want to announce a new coach.
Well, so that will be Carlos Queiroz who will be the new coach.
Well, I don't know, but they say the coach will not be present when that will be. I don't know.
But I hope they won't announce Keshi.
I don't know,
because Keshi is going nowhere.
Well, depends on how you negotiate.
Keshi is going nowhere. He's not going anywhere.
You didn't sign any oath with him that you're going to stay.
No, it's a national project now. The president is interested. I'm talking of the president of the Federal Republic.
The earlier, the better. Sort this matter out so that we get ready for our Nations Cup qualifiers. Because very critical that month between September and December. We have a loaded calendar because Nations Cup is coming up in January. So they have to finish up the Nations Cup qualifier before the end of December.
And they have also told the NFF Secretariat, go and try and arrange a friendly so that we'll play friendly. We must continue in that spirit of playing friendly games. August 13, that's the FIFA window. We must play friendly to get this team ready for the AFCON 2015 qualifier. Let's talk about the Flying Eagles very quickly. The Flying Eagles played the friendly today. Was it today they played? And they hammered the National League side 5-0. Manu Garba is doing some wonderful job with the Flying Eagles. 5-0 against Nigeria Prison.
Well, that's football. That's football. If you look at the players at his disposal, some of them play in the National League. Some were graduated. Some
from the glorious, successful
under 17 team. Some from a team from the Premier League. Some from the National League team. So it's a blend of the experience and that's the way to go. They are not bothered on the politics of the game. Not bothered what happens in the boardroom. Let's just continue, because their own is that once the boardroom sort out a matter, you're going to be faced with the issue of playing competition. So you have to keep the momentum going. And that's what Manu Garba is doing. Because the Under-20 World Cup or the African Youth Champions is a different proposition altogether.
From Under-17?
Yes.
It's a tougher competition. It is a tougher competition. And let's talk about the Golden Eagles as well. They have also arrived in Kinshasa. Remember, we were spared CAF spared our blushes. We could have been walked over in the heat of the FIFA ban. But CAF, through the help of some Nigerians, graciously allowed this game to be moved. So we are going to be playing Congo DR on Saturday, and the boys have already arrived in Kinshasa after 10 hours of flight. But before they got to Kinshasa, they met with some of their predecessors. Alan Pasu, you can see him in the picture with the boys, telling them, look, you can do what we did. So go to Kinshasa and take them out, qualify for the World Cup. And then you can also see Nwakali, who was a key member of the team that won the World Cup last year, also telling these young lads. I think his prodigy is in the team. Chidibere, and the captain of the team. You can do what we did. And I think that is very, very encouraging for these young lads. From there, let's talk about the women very quickly. The quarterfinals of the Federation Cup, remember on the show yesterday, Cecilia Morogwe gave us a breakdown of the quarterfinal fixtures of the 2014 Federation Cup for the women. The games were played today. We have the results for you. Dumnodi, you have